Minister don't engage them. In fact, when guys associate just communicate with them. We at this government, we want the public know when it starts, we opposition, and we say we to for address the concerns there. We also get a major news for me. The Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs don't work plenty for them in which tourism business that is country going forward. So today, in and a colleague director at KU, they can't explain what thing at this major international conference with the United Nations of say the government salon, what it mean for salon and how we benefit for this conference. But as usual, before we go into all that, I will give you a small highlight of the government's news for the past week. President Bill, where he meets with one joint assessment mission of the international moral guarantors for that agreement we signed here last year, overall agreement of the First Lady don't talk say he will continue for all things way for support the man in what we do. He say all the support we farmer need, the FITA program will continue for give them for the people agribusiness and this country. Minister of Tertiary and Higher Education not issue one press release about what's they call the concern with the public noise for that building. The University of Management and Technology at Ethiopia. The minister said they don't conduct the findings, they don't make sure that they don't know the user, and they wait now for the final reports for them to ensure the safety of the students and the people over there will be guaranteed. He said they will continue for informed public. Finally, they don't clear salon, but that age-limited allocation, we can't make say we feel 5 players away with the past age, 6 players away with small age. But the government of salon and the Sierra Association of the Sierra Football Association, SNAFA, they protest and SNAFA don't agree with a 6-second opinion and clear 2 of the players that we say we are once we follow the law, we abide and we take part by the Congress. Not to say that we call God as you. Now we are evidence-based government. And we follow the law. We apply all our 17 years as you. We are not used to football age, we don't mix for football age now. Anyway, that are all the just highlights of some of the news that we get from. I want to go now back to the conversation. I start with the Minister of Health. Breaking news over the past days, Mr. Minister. The Salon Medical and Dental Association yesterday did a press conference for Apollo. They make serious claims. The government don't keep them promise who not they keep, and say we not give them. The big trade support is the fuel allocation. They don't get quarter 3 and quarter 4, and because of that, they give you ultimatum. They say they don't issue ultimatum, and then they begin for strike. And they don't work hospital. If anything happens, they say, now we, the government, for blame, not to them. You are the minister in charge of the sector. they do big things for advanced sector and will address the needs of the medical professional. Mr. Minister, what I explain to the public?
First, for grow the number of doctors every day, and secondly, for make sure so we improve the quality of the doctor that we already get, and at the same time invest in the kind of facility that we will make sure that these well-trained doctors that are able to deliver the kind of quality service we would expect of them. So I'll frame it now to start the discussion. So a critical piece for all of this, not for letting doctors that get feel for the able for go work. So that one is very, very vital because as a part of the terms of service, as a part of their employment, the government agrees say all the doctors that when they enter at grade 9 and above, they entitled to 45 liters of fuel a week. But not to doctors anymore. All healthcare workers, in fact, all the civil service at grade 9 and above, they're entitled to this. It's almost said the Ministry of Health get the largest number of people that will qualify for this. Get over 500 doctors and over 800 nurses that qualify for this. The bill for the doctor they know for every quarter now 7.5 billion old Leones, 7.5 million Leones. For the 2 quarters, now 15 billion old Leones, 15 million Leones. For the year, now 31 billion Leones, old Leones, or 31 million Leones.
Just the doctor.
Just the doctor, they no more. For the field, no more. I'm not mixed by any salary or everybody they get in salary on a regular basis, consistently, perfectly well. This is not the field. The field, no more, the bill for the doctor, they no more, not so for the whole healthcare. It's about 31 million euros per year. So the government, they say, well, okay, we will give you now the field tip them every quarter. Every 3 months we'll give you now. Every 3 months we'll give you now. But we need to verify for make sure say the doctor that we did and they in town and need the field for the work that they do. So last year we were able to give all of the doctor them every quarter we give them all of the field that they need. Even business on struggle can give them money not there with the delay small bit, but then all at the end of the year they get everything where they need. This year we struggled small bit because of the economic situation of the whole wide world. Salon struggled. But we say in spite of that struggle, they were not able to pay the first 2 quarters, the first 6 months of waiting the government owed them. We don't pay that one. Waiting outstanding now the 3rd and the 4th quarter. So July, August, September, we just done. October, November, December. So the doctor they say, let me pay this money. So the Ministry of Finance will say, okay, well, fine. With this small committee, we will get Ministry of Labor, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Finance, the Civil Service Union. Now we'll all sit down, let me talk about the best way for make this fuel available to them. So I don't want to talk about strike action because it's a different thing. You never be a union for strike, but that's not a separate issue. I think what you want to say, we work very, very hard for them to fulfill the field requirement for the doctor then. At the same time, with this new arrangement for get multi-partner engagement, we will make sure say you get uninterrupted service over time, and the Ministry of Finance don't commit to that. So what we do now for turn them back to the SLMDA for remind them say this not to car factory, not to Caterpillar works. These are people in life. They put their whole life now on a hand. And but who other people that me I don't be minister for a while, most of the time really buy me your fuel. But maybe I can afford that. Yeah? We don't know me minister for 1 year and a half, no year more to cancel, you know. So again, I think say we don't see the doctor that work and sacrifice for the country. the government will try to fulfill your own need, your own side party allocation of fuel. And then we work with the government to ensure that the doctor then get the fuel that they need for move before. So I don't see, I look for them and go talk to the membership, let them think about that. But strike action, not to proper action, because nobody knows the win from that. At the end of the day, people then will die. Picking them will die, they will die. I'm not saying we good doctor them, and get good at. They don't go sit down till everybody actually die in the end. So we work with them and also get an amicable resolution. I think so I get 29 seconds.
Thank you very much, Teresa. I know we get a few seconds there because I just want to say more. Thank you. I think the context is very important. So, as of now, this is not the meeting they will advocates. We will hospital tomorrow for expect say you don't get commitments from them, say this conversation I don't get is listening, you don't present with I think any scenario that we listen to this same set, very listening set of ideas. They're not us. You want to take food and it's going to the teacher and salary, they're not a paid. They go more to help you out. They go more to help you out also. But if we're not talking about salaries, people have to pay their salaries. The government may take that payment, say just patient, but the government don't get enough additional resources, then that will request. If once the request not even legitimate to say just be patient, it will be paid. So we really also regarding this at top that reasonable people that will listen to this argument and say, do you have a doctor in your system? We bring it to now. We're talking about whose lives here. If you strike one person die, we want any of this conversation. For fear we forget eventually. As you are either word.
Thank you very much. And calling this Sabi talking, Mr. You will explain about again for emphasize how the government prioritize health in the healthcare worker and especially the doctor. First, we get doctor them with they train, with they non-train, they don't get equipment, they don't get the supply them for work. So what do they do now? We try to build modern hospital there. We get all of the things and we will make sure you don't need to go overseas again. You will there so you get the high quality care. In fact, as an institution, I buy 2 CT scans while they deploy one in Connaught and deploy one in Kenema. We build an ultra-modern new hospital in Kerrytown. We will acquire about $50 million for. The president now would negotiate with the build an ultra-modern hospital in Jembe, halfway between Boy and Kenema. They acquired 500 acres of land to get a medical campus there. With the make sure we build all them provincial hospitals, let them be top-line hospital and not a district hospital no more. Nothing like that will happen without the well-trained doctor, the well-motivated doctor, and the doctor we committed to this. They can go aside and make folk money, yeah? But so we get a relationship with the doctor. Nearly 100% of the doctor now on a taxpayer money now they use for training them. So now that they don't get this training, most of them believe say we forgive back to the community. So that the sacrifice that they do for work here in the country. And as a government, we will support them. As a community, we will also support them. But let things they feel issue no get in the way for this incredible work we do, because we just want to amplify our work. That's what we talked to last week. Eight specialist surgeons. We train at Salonia and then just qualify.
Accommodate me in this press briefing today. Will I explain to una further about the regional congress where it takes place at Salon, now the Freetown International Conference Center from the 29th to the 31st of October. This is the first time we Salon they hold a conference of this nature. And this conference, now a conference where we bring together women from across the country, and they bring together women from the African continent, and we do them in collaboration with UN Tourism. When I know say UN tourism, now the masters having people inside the UN for tourism business. And in January this year, we able to re-engage with UN tourism again on a very high level, based on the fact that government decides they will pay the outstanding dues to that particular body. So when we do that, we're able to get an entry point for beginning for engage with them at a heightened level. So in January this year, we will get the privilege to visit the UN Tourism Secretary General, Zurab Kololokeshagli, now in office in Madrid, where we go for the FITU, another event, a trade event, which can happen every year, where we be able for showcase what we get. So we engage with them, and then we share with them the plans that we get for the tourism sector in Salone. One of the key things that we then be interested in, now the way how governments don't they engage on tourism, especially they be interested in the Tourism for All campaign, where this particular ministry put forward this year, when a year-long campaign, we aim for engage with ordinary citizens then, for let everybody get some unaided level of awareness about tourism and the value of tourism. You know, most times when we talk about tourism, people then they compare with to Gambia. But we can always forget, say, places like Gambia, the Banjul, Gambia, they may not depend on tourism for over 20, 30 years. So the outside and then outside the citizens, they understand the value of tourism and how then SSF gets the tourism sector, they contribute to the revenue generation is different from when I am. When I go realize, say, when I take our minds back, tourism the only come at the center of the government in priority in 2018, where the first National Development Plan, where His Excellency put forward, they put tourism as the economic growth sector. So when it come in with that prominency, now it begins to attract several other interests from financial institutions and other interested bodies. So from that time, there a lot of engagements don't they come. But this BNTM, we decide to intensify our engagement because we realize, say, the ability of tourism for bounce back over after COVID, it be really rapid. We also realize that Sierra Leone is a beautiful country, not just the people, but everywhere you go in Salone, it's unique and it gets something where we go able for showcase and sell. So we decide, say, let we continue this engagement because engaging with UN tourism, it will bring beaucoup benefits out of which this now one of them. This Congress we will host Sunaya from the 29th to the 31st of October at the Freetown International Conference Center. Now, what do we expect at this Congress? This Congress, they cater for about 600 people there, way out of which 500 now we women advance women participation and empowerment within the tourism sector. We expect say we dey consider Nayana Salone, we dey discuss the structure, we dey discuss the action plan for the next 2 years, and one critical point of that action plan, now for let we go take an agenda item to the AU level, so all member states of the African Union go able for implement them on behalf of the women in tourism at the various sectors. Why make we do that? We realize say 67 to 70% of the workforce within the tourism sector are women, but most of them not get that space there for let them become more productive. So one of them things where this tourism Congress aim for achieve now that. In addition to that, so far 59 people they don't register from 12 countries. We begin for expect them from the 25th of October. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Minister. I want to appreciate you. I think really the big news, we get a major international conference. We're not possible without the work with the minister don't do. Without President Bill in leadership and in focus on this sector. People will come all over the world for career, for come in a way we will benefit this country as well. The minister, I just want to ask for a quick follow-up question before I come to us here. If people that listen now, they want to say, possible how they register, how possible they organize their area, woman way for the sectors, other conferences on our area.
Thank you very much. For the past 2 months, we know they engage with Boku Women through the Ministry of Gender, and these are the value of which we do. They give you opportunities for collaborate, not only with government ministries and departments and agencies, but also the private sector. So we don't open up a link because we want to see how far we can take this conference for being paperless as best as possible. We don't open up a link, we get WhatsApp groups that way easy for we people that offline for letting go access and they don't register. So far we don't register over 500 people. We don't get the participants for each of the master classes and the workshops. But one thing we are also want to add to me, for letting family they understand. You see, they get something what they call mice tourism. And
because it's back with the campus on the show, I always tell people, every time we do an event, we are putting on the show. Every time. In that show, the information say everything's seamless. So, who step we don't take so far for make sure say this show we put on no embarrass. That everybody involved is supposed to involve that we form the organization. So, give you a bit of an update on what will happen at the 26th in 5 minutes. 7 to 10 minutes at the inside.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Minister of Information and Civic Education. And I also want to say thank you to the Minister of Health for, making yourself understand what they happen, information and power. Where you don't know, you will talk with you, sabi. And I want to say plenty thank you to Leone Minister. Plenty thank you. For where delegate today, for the first time in the history of this nation, we will host a regional congress with a big UN tourism cancer room. It's not easy for bring the body we're responsible for tourism and globally for bring a country. So many things in there where you need for put in place, and one of them now. Your commitment to that organization. Tell you plenty thank you, Madam Minister, that told you and the government of Sierra Leone were able to get that going, we make with the benefits for, with the benefits so. In terms of the preparedness for this conference, the ministry and all the agencies don't they work together. And we work with your partners there, we work with private sector there. We work with all tourism master sabi people follow we come together and plan this. And by doing that, we get an inter-MBA collaboration meetings there where we do every Tuesday now the Ministry of Tourism where all the sector that were involved, the police, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I believe say even Ministry of Health, and even Ministry of Information, don't they go there following all plan, ONS, and even immigration following plan. So because of that readiness there, we're able to liaise with Foreign Affairs and the immigration, we're able to get the visa on arrival and gratis for we international guests there. And this one we do so now the same thing other countries that they do where they host their kind of programs there. We also don't liaise, again with the hotels that the private sector. We don't do bookings there, we online booking there, everything they go smoothly. And visitors that when they come in, they sign in for the conference, then they get their hotel with no problem. So that is another thing again what we don't address. In terms of the airport transfer, we work also with the sea transportation. We don't get people like sea coach, we don't come on board. They're ready for giving, at a very low cost. For transfer with visitors there from the airport and also to the various hotels. We also, as I say, immigration is also with us, Foreign Affairs is also with us. They're providing, the protocol services, and there's been a tremendous collaboration with we and them. And at the same time, we also don't, like the minister said, with the women ministry, the sector in this country, and we're not able to identify different women's then where we're coming also for can showcase what they're able for, what we produce in Sierra Leone, what Sierra Leone gets for offer. So in terms of the preparedness, I believe that we don't go far and we don't engage the telephone companies them, we don't engage, the internet providers them. They're all ready for come on board for support on that day. This is the first. We cannot get it wrong. Because like how the minister say, this not a chance, not a language, because the first day we minister, I've been there at the meeting where he say we want host the second regional congress na Sierra Leone for the first time. What did they ask her? They say, Salon get the capacity? That is what they ask. And indeed, when people say Salon get the capacity, because the smooth way the preparation, the organization they go through is so smooth. It's smooth past some countries the way they think say, don't become master sabi people here for host conferences of this nature. It's going very smoothly. So I want to address it, even at the areas that we get for day, the conference that they take place, we get for clean. Right now, we get clean, they go on between Aberdeen and about up to Bintumani. They clean the beach right now. There are massive cleaning going on. We know say during this period are the most challenged period. So do you even una support there, una help with, una call you them can support with so that we will clean this beach. We are talking about Sierra Leone. We are not talking about the Ministry of Tourism or the National Tourism. We are selling Sierra Leone. So we are all putting all of that together for ensure say we're proud of Mama Salo with visitors and come.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Aziafe, Madam Keru, for that update today. The request that we all as Sierra Leoneans on those dates, October 29 till November 1. All man will put Salon above all else. The country requires we all. We get international guests from all over the region, including the world, from UN tourism, they come for us see the country. When any business that make money, a Salon don't make money. Who get on this guy, pay small tax, buy anything that will not make money. Don't join hands, don't clean this country, don't make up palatable. The kind Englishman say. Don't get capacity. I'll let you use that word as use that word in a member Manchester United. Yeah, Manchester United people are big na anger and think I was 10 anger. Not so young like I was in anger. Yeah, we focus to the good before. Alright. After you mind the guest statement for the states that I said, the easiest way for them to ask questions at this press conference and for same text 818. Free on all platforms. Any text, any question on any issue in our government, any issue for the government of Sierra Leone, any week when you send text to that platform, they guarantee that your question was be asked. Or like you wait still like all happy 5-10 people that ask questions, or complain, Mr. don't call me, Minister, don't call me, bias, I'm not biased. If you send the text, I answer, I ask now, and you get an answer. If you don't even get that answer, they will ask you to send that text because you're on the call. We follow up with you, they call you, we give you the answer. We put us on our platform. Yes. We committed for making sure being the government can close to you. We also get online platform, they use the QR code always in our platform called Slido. Go there also and send the question. Because now this whole part today, I can't ask now for them to put up their hands for ask question. I just don't check. Nobody knows send text. So if you don't desire, you want to ask question, my advice you again. It's not too late. 818, it's free on all platforms. Send the question, we will ask them and I will get answer. Otherwise, desire only a few are going to take. So now we can start to know the rules. If you don't want to scan our press conference and since you will back, like reminding of the rules. The only people that win a superstar, minister, GM. And then no more they provide briefings, explain, and then no more. Yeah, a question you ask. Bakamara, I know I think it's small village. Because I am the team of the press call I am. Because we do research, you know research. So here I say, why you write name, your institution, bam, you ask the question, and take as many as possible. Let me see the answers. Alright, into the loop, and it starts here, and do the next one on this side. So be patient. So let's see. Pakamara number 1. This lady are number 2. The brother with the glasses, the number 3. That young man, the number 4. The man with the white, the number 5. And 5 will take from this side. Starts.
Dr. Tunis, Mohammed Kamara of the World Challenge and newspaper. Doctor, the Honorable Minister of Information and Civic Education will agree with me saying, when you go to New York, Madison Square, it's very easy to detect who is an Aborigine, who is a Senegalese, a Nigerian, a Malian, and even a Guinean. Unfortunately, Sierra Leone would not want a lot of that Western law. What things would I do for me? Cultural awareness among people in this country, because culture is all about civilization. Thank you.
Excellent question from the Dean of the Media called Kamara. Yes, number 2.
Good afternoon. Leone na Fatmata Mohammed Bangura from New Age newspaper. My question goes to the Minister of Tourism. The last time we find out you put law where them go broke, them bad at the beach, but right now still bad in the way they drainage, they collect in the sea, and that water they affect because the water dirty. So what do you don't put in place now for let this incident in this stop? Then I get another question.
Diana, the only woman with the mic, so you ask. Go ahead. Give second question. Go.
Thank you. So the Minister of Health, I get something where they confused me. I don't know that it's not a question or a clarification now. Something that way they go on where the last time one young man where they walk now, one electrician with himself die in a Malamatomon Street area. So they go for take the body, they go with an comments. So they do cosmetic balance and Dr. Munisi na electric. Then of late back, another thing come up back where we find out one police officer back he die. Where they meet and die one ago, then they take the body back and do osmotic balance. Dr. Munisi na strangulation. Then based on investigation we go on from police, then later realized the man in girlfriend in bikini work out matter MC. I want to know the results when they come out, if they other people if they get any other people way when they do post-mortem apart from Unis, or now Unis no more than the country where they do post-mortem.
Number 3. Excellent question, by the way. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
By the way, the media house we are going to get more female reporters. They ask good questions.
Yeah, I've been interested.
No,
The question to the medical side. In connection with this strike, which will take place tomorrow, I'll get you ask the minister if, when he talk with the executive, if they get the assurance tomorrow strike not will take place, enable for the right answer. We want for really tomorrow this strike not will take place. And what's not the reason why did the left Leone tell doctors that really talk? Because we don't get this fear crisis not today. They don't go to this extent that doctors they want to lay the tools down. Why we don't do the necessary things than before than now?
Alright, thank you. Number 12. No, 5. No, 3 numbers. 4. We want this. Go ahead.
We have the right of exclusive. Doctor, for who salon people they accuse now, both past and present governments, say, waiting they could treat medical doctors with levity as a result of we seek now they go overseas for medical treatment. I want to know if you are one of them really go overseas for medical treatment, or if you know the good who's if na salon you dey take medical treatment, whose government hospital will you go?
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. When I listen, they answer all the questions. I know who they are. For you to take the only thing, I will take small issue with the premise of the question so you split out levity. Because the minister taking time to explain about how we pay for almost 100% of these doctors. That's not taking with levity. Take them qualification, none happen all over the world. The minister also explained all the interaction this year. Major government ministry do not get fairly, they don't get half year already, including the we say don't get. That's not levity. Again, we talk about all the other things the minister don't talk about in terms of engagement. For the first time, we don't make sure say again they get specialized in yachts, can they get trained for dual landing. So I think you may right for asking the question about whether we as government officials they use the public health system. As a legitimate question, I should say the minister the answer for that. The only thing where I take issue with are the premise. Because the premise suggests that it's either levity. I want selling at the wall. I make it popular. Actually, on the contrary, doctors, when the minister just called just the bill for the field. The country people plenty issue they need, but there's no way anybody will look at the facts and conclude that this minister or His Excellency President Julius Madabeo it treats doctors with levity. That's simply not true. Go ahead, sir. Final questions.
I'm Olusiari for Quantum Radio. The question will go to the Minister of Health. Now, what you done do so far for drug peddling in Sierra Leone since you don't become Minister of Health? Because we don't see outside and they sell TB medicine and treat people they say down the medicine for really help for better people and get it trained. So what you don't do so far since you don't be Minister?
Great question, Aura. Thank you. We'll do this first round and then we'll come back and respond to the others. What I think we'll do, let's start with tourism. This question about bringing cultural awareness and cultural identity. I think this is something we really work on because civic education is also about cultural awareness and identity. One of the things we launched now in national civic education strategy, we want to share also now against national goals, identity and oriented. But also we don't do a lot of work as well on the cultural awareness, cultural distinctiveness, I think, in what I've been able to talk. Then the second question I want to actually, because beach, bocos, plenty news be there around, and I think for a lot of people waiting us to understand, now waiting at the parameters we want to use and how consistent we be in the application of that parameter. This for broke, this not for broke. So I think like two questions and then maybe time to now. So I will start with the minister. If I can kind enough for 2 minutes each, so we'll get to the point. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Professor Kamara, is it? Okay, thank you very much. What did we don't do so far? For the past couple of months, we don't hold a couple of open air carnivals. We don't go local. We don't cover over 80% of the country. The only two districts that we don't left now Bond and Kailau. But we don't go all the other districts. Sorry, Western. We definitely they go there. So now the only side where we don't go is, and in each of their events there, we bring out the cultural peculiarities of that particular district there, and through them efforts and we don't able to unearth a lot of the cultural expertise where we get. So we get a very aggressive and robust campaign for promote culture. We also be get, if you be probably follow the Tourism for All campaign, we can get this where we wear cultural attire and we can post them online. Tomorrow says we can get events and within the ministry. Tomorrow we can get an event at the ministry where we don't buy drums and we can go drum tomorrow. So now there's small thing there where we get cultural evenings as well. We can invite people they come, we invited acrobats there, then contortionists there, they want the way they perform. For them go and forget the culture. You will see most times, you will see what we wear, we put up with salon, this now your own attire. when we go for the events they are going, you know, wherever see we wear anything other than Gara, either you see Gara and Prince, just watch we go no more. So now anything and then we do, even the food as well, we try to promote the food culture, because when we can go for the events there, now we cassava leaf, with jollof rice and anything and then we can get. Regarding the beach, quickly, my sister talks about it. The demolition was very much in place because we were guided by a policy directive where we give to people there. Everybody will build at that beach, they sign up to an agreement that it is a temporary structure and you not for build concrete. Now, whenever you come for apply anything, you must get small problems. Some people they resist. Mrs. F can tell you that I can disclose I am today that somebody stoned me. They stoned me, they almost wound me, they wound some of we start there when we go. But again, you can't stop working. Because for make that change, it's very difficult. Because naturally, they come for work in place, and not only watch what they happen, and they want to put things correct, people they will complain. But the drainage system is a lot better. If you go to a beach now, you will see open toilets, like how we behave before we see beach there. First of all, they clean the beach, we actually encounter them, we pick up everything in the day. But now we are able to manage the drainage better, where they don't, it's a cool way, but at least it's an acceptable way for make sure say there's amount of hygiene. But I will hand that over now to my sister for letting her go expand.
Please.
Yes, so with regards even to this women in tourism, the exhibitions that when they come, now waiting when they do in a salon, where else now we culture. The food when you eat, and you culture, the clothes, and you culture, the thing that we slippers the whole day, it's locally made material, now all our culture. So even this women in tourism, when they showcase all of that, all the people that will come out from the different side of this salon, they can showcase that. Coming to the beach, the minister don't already draw that up. The level of field waste when they come on a beach, we know because we did it and we did clean. More time waste, I will put on a cool way, toilet, when they clean, and so we tell the and so. I know, you know, minister and minister, but himself one time as a put it on, okay? He said, Jim, come. Do you understand? We don't see all of that. But now, it don't get it. With a cleaner, we need a meet. Or still, although we still have problem with hospital waste, we still they can, but I should say, this conversation we don't forget at a national level. With regards to the beach, when I say what tell me, say now I see a clear view of the beach. Well, this beach in clean, apart from the fact that say we go through policy guidelines, it was an outcry for people of this country. People of this country, they cry, they criticize, say the beach don't overcrowded. And that is because people they not follow the guidelines where they give them. And these are guidelines where people they sign up to. And then we take this action. It is not a popular action, but now we don't begin do tree planting. The Ministry and Tourist Board and MRC, just between July, we plant about 59 trees there for the beautification process. But this time now, when we get private sector people, when already don't say, then they need for help with for beautify. We go see all of that they come, then we go know. But because the rain they come, you understand, some man then, you know, salon, we all know say the season are the most open na salon. When they were, I tell minister, they pay this game door before women in tourism come. Because the rain gets away from make place look ugly, because they don't only paint. You know, and people they don't go paint because they come. So now we're doing the guys, now we see some of what we say. Here, with the people again, tourism, now all my business. We are helping with Lonely Beach. We can join for Lonely Clean, Lonely Beach for the women in tourism program.
Thank you very much, Kewu. Mr. Minister, you get a few questions. One, now, for talk about the credibility of the post-mortem the way they conduct in our common hospital. To be honest with you, Mr. Minister, not to the only tell whether you this concern. I think many citizens don't raise this concern before. So I'm glad we sister talk about that. Second, let's see if you can confirm if strike date tomorrow or not. And then you see, ultimately, will allow, say, the doctor the vets. And that they are not to say, you don't pay half of the year already. The rest of the government still get it. They don't promise and say it still works out. So if you see this guy for that, I don't know what else you can do, but maybe maybe you can comment on that. The third one is for a comment on the idea, say, the reason we make the medical sector in the country not as advanced, now because somehow the leaders they know they use the medical facility in the country. And I think the order they ask say, if you and me, basically we they use government hospital, and which one? And then the final question around the question of drug peddling. So I guess I have you 5 minutes, I don't say impossible.
Okay, now 4 questions, yes. 5 minutes. So lightning round. On the pathology side, we don't tell Dr. Louise Kuruma plenty thank you. They only do this work for over 40 years. But some of them are advanced, some of them move forward now. So it's really important. Let me not say we get one pathologist in all the country. So we get a deliberate effort to bring 2 Nigerian pathologists in now. So we're focused on pathology services and training. And what we want to do now for ensure say Connaught not be the hub of pathology services. That we're able to train and send pathologists now each of at least now the provincial area for they're able to provide adequate pathology services there. And I think it's important also for note for distinguish between routine pathology service and pathology service we include law enforcement, the coroner's office. So even if we get pathologists there, if continuing that criminal case business, now police matter. And Dr. Wisnine are the police pathologists. So they work for expand that basically and get room more people and use the routine services throughout the country so you know they will come and Connaught. On the field why it took so long and which make if we get strike or not, we encourage the doctor that you are not for strike. Again, we get very, very useful engagement with them yesterday and today. But you know, we find out because as ministers, a strike no day, where they get to consult with the membership. So again, I'm very hopeful that we encourage them, we really work with them hard, so that they make sure say they carry on the important work we're going to do for the country. Rather than a strike. The issue of fuel, nobody not say the doctor and not forget fuel. What you say with the delay for fuel, again as our Minister Bassey, the health sector we did far ahead of everybody else in terms of making fuel available. Like last year they struggled a bit, but at the end of the year all of the 4 quarters were met. This year they struggled a bit, but right now we did October, they don't pay for all of the first and second quarter. From January to June, all that money they don't, government don't pay. Yeah? We now the work for level able for cover them between July, August, September, October, November, December. So yesterday the Minister of Finance signed the paperwork. So we hope that they will get the fuel inside this week. You know? So if you don't do the one now, I don't know what that they need for the strike for. But we're not going to talk for them and the membership. Let them go consult and see. But we don't satisfy the need. The same way they say, after December, after January next year, how we go assure them? We say, well, the Ministry of Finance said, we'll do everything we can for ensure that we prioritize now. But having said that, we get 400 or 500 doctors that were eligible. At the same time, we get 800 nurses that were eligible. We don't go pick one against the other. So the government, they control, they balance and make sure say we meet all of the fulfillment. And but again, what them will do, we get small committee, we go sit down with them, we'll talk about after January 1st, how we'll make sure say we'll not visit this again. So again, I hope say we'll not get strike tomorrow. And but it's up to them, and we don't provide a very, very good argument and discussion with them. And we hope that they will prevail for the health and services of the people that live in this country. The third issue of if I go in other country for medical care, I'll tell you something very, very interesting to go on there. If you go Ghana, you go Manchester, you go Maryland, you get Sierra Leone doctor that way they do extremely well, with everybody proud of. Yeah. So what's going to happen, if you can't answer, you also see very, very good doctors, one of the best cardiologists in the answer did, yeah? Dr. Russell. I mean, all of them people are so there. Now what you need for do now for provide the tools, we go allow them to do their work effectively. So beyond right now, if we say, look, the per capita health expenditure now $46. We always sit on the answer, we'll get $46. Anytime somebody go overseas, it costs you over $22,000. It means that you take 400 people in their own allocation for you 100. So what you don't decide to do now is stop down there, reduce that dramatically, and use that money for building institutions. And I know that. On the last one with the drug peddling, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable for. No, let me see how they go corner. And just give me 1 second. Yeah? One of the things that we will suffer from now in Salon, what you still will suffer from that Salon? Now reputation. A historical reputation. Because all now they remember Connaught of yesterday, Connaught of 5 years ago, the place .tv. Go Connaught today, just take some time, go there. All the top soldiers there, although they can go maybe go the other side, put them home na Connaught. If you get struck now, you don't get no business for going to private hospital. The stroke center na Connaught today. We get an oxygen plant there with the only ICU unit, intensive care unit that the country we can rely on. Now Connaught today, they pump oxygen from the oxygen factory outside. So we want to build that institution and give confidence, and we get an incredible leadership team there. Last thing on the drug peddling, we get pharmacy board. Pharmacy board, now they're empowered for go out there and not only set the regulations, but to enforce them. We work very closely with law enforcement, and you don't see them now begin to then raid them. So we make active effort for stall this process here. On the other hand, we need public education. We need people that understand medicine. You know they go buy medicine, we don't get dates, we don't get instructions, we don't get nothing for, and then you expect results. So you, the public, you therefore be, there might be what they call a doctor business, the public need for better understand. So we work on the formal pharmaceutical side with pharmacy board. We also need to do an even bigger work with the public, below partner, and ensure that we get rid of this.
And that's a part of Leone work as well at the ministry, because under our civic education strategy we launch the third pillar now on Heal Salon, where they focus on public health. And part of public health is civic duty now, we duty we all get. For them, no go buy Coco Samba where you say go and do Coco Samba. You know, buy the whole medicine because Salon man, all man are doctor I am. I am malaria. I know say you get malaria. Just me for go now for all landing. Now we civic duty now they create that entire industry. So we all get public parts of that with the body. Okay, on this side, let me see the hands. How do you buy that? Susu Monday. No, they are now. No, Alright. The gentleman with the glasses.